Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about, I want to mix a couple topics. One is about night terrors and the other is about when you need to take a break from this topic of narcissism. Now, I'm going to start off by saying, I'm not a healthcare professional provider. It's just my opinion. Read the disclaimer below this video on YouTube. And it's not counseling advice or anything like that. But what I really want to also state is that nobody should tell you when you need to take a break from something like this. Of course, there are exceptions. Like, I can't name them all, but say your doctor says you're stressing your body too much, or out too much, you need to take a break, or your counselor, your qualified professional healthcare, professional. Exceptions, maybe your boss even, you're messing up your job, whatever. But overall is what I'm talking about. I can't tell you take a break. I'm not one, so a healthcare professional, so I can't tell you that. But I do want, like I said, mix it with the thought with that of night terrors. And also say that night terrors, what I heard about is connected to PTSD, and these days a lot of people might call it complex post-traumatic stress. I don't think that's an actual disorder. I mean, as qualified in like the DSM as a disorder or stated as one. I think it might become one, but we'll see. But anyway, I had not heard it connected the same way. Okay. The night terrors, the way I have experienced them. I'm getting ahead of myself here. But yeah, I had started experiencing night terrors. And I think it's associated with my diabetes. There's not only one reason for night terrors, one cause of it. But it could be, from what I understand, related to post-traumatic stress disorder, like I said, PTSD. So I'll talk about it. Okay, so the way it happened with me was when I first had become allergic to one of my medications that I take for diabetes. I had been working in a place that was really bad. I had just started working there and found out it was really bad. And I had a night terror. Anyway, after that I didn't have for a long time. And then about a little over a year ago, I'd have one every blue moon. And the way it was for me is this: I was asleep and something would shake me awake, or at least I would think that I was awake, and really I probably wasn't. And I would see something, like something moving out of the corner of my eye. Sometimes it was, I remember saying one time it was pretty funny, that it was like like the little, what is it called? It was a little, I can't remember, lucky something. Anyway, it was an apparition or whatever, but I was actually asleep. It was a nightmare. It was not a nightmare, but a night terror. And yeah. Now, a lot of people, folktale would say that you ate something before you went to sleep. That way you shouldn't have eaten. Well, for me, about around that time, I started craving food while I was asleep. I wanted to eat. I had actually caught myself waking up and having something still in my mouth, something that was carbohydrates. So it could have been that my glucose level was dropping too low, too, because I was being tested on different medications. Now, I've had a medication that really gave me night terrors before. You wake up screaming and stuff. So I kind of know that could happen. And yes, I had been, they tried me out because of all this, one being allergic to one of them, becoming allergic and all this stuff. So this, you see, it's all, one thing, it's not always just one thing. It can be multiple things, or it could be something totally different than what you think. Got all that? Yeah. My phone's messing up a little bit, camera. But let me start to combine it together here. So I could say that because you know what I do videos on, like narcissistic type abuse. I don't know anybody who has the disorder, but it's re-triggering me, and I could say that it's complex post-trauma, and or PTSD. I could say that, or I could say it's because I am diabetic and I've been having adjustments to my medication for diabetes. There's so many things. But if it is, say, the complex, it could be that I am re-triggering myself by doing these videos, which I personally know when I get exhausted that it's time for me to back away. You might not think I back away, but I do. So, yeah. As in, I step away from it. Because I can video clips and all in one day, and then put them up later on, the videos later on another day, schedule them out. I'm starting to use that schedule feature. I'm starting to like it, but there are times when I say I have to step back from it, step away from it, because I'm feeling exhaustion, some kind of exhaustion, or mental exhaustion. That's it for me. And I could even come close to having a panic attack. Like I've said in a video before, I used to have panic disorder. So yeah, I know when I need to back off. Now, let's talk about backing off. Like I said, nobody should be telling you, with there are exceptions. But why would a person need to back off? Okay, now here's one of my views on it. You take a class, you go to, when you were a kid, when you took classes, you had a summer vacation, you had breaks, you had spring break. I don't know if we had spring break or not, but you have interims. You go to college, you have interims. Okay, you have spring break, you have holidays off. And that's because why? One of the reasons is you need a break. You need a break from studying too much. And when you're dealing with a topic like this, you can overwhelm yourself, in my opinion, but based on a lot of education. And yeah, for me, you can get addicted to a topic. You can get addicted to studying, okay, to the stress of it all. That's my personal opinion, because I experienced that. I would actually, after a while, I was a career student, both undergraduate and graduate school, and I would get I would say I got depression, a situational depression in between semesters, and that was not a good thing. And it was that I needed that stress, I needed that high that I got from taking classes, taking exams. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe. Writing papers, the stress of it all. Yeah, I was getting addicted to that. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I learned, at some point, especially since one of my degrees was in psychology, you got to take a break. You have to take breaks. You have to step away from it. Recharge. Live outside of it. Good things, bad things. It's not always going to be perfect, but you needed that downtime. And I'm curious how many people actually that are studying this realize, narcissism, and they're really feeling they need all that. But some people say you're already addicted to, you already have an addiction, and that is to the person, the narcissist, or plural. Narcissist and with an S sounds the same now, doesn't it? But plural, more than one. But there's like an addiction there for some people, and so you might already have that tendency to get addicted to something, and it might be that you're addicted to this topic, to learning about this topic, and it may be affecting you in ways you don't even realize. Get with a qualified mental health care professional, whatever it is in your area, one who's qualified, and that's my opinion. People should. And I was thinking the other day, another thing is to understand more of the terminology and everything. Take a class, at a college or a university, whatever you can afford. Colleges usually, here at least, they're not all that expensive to take a class. I think maybe not even $200, $100 or something, maybe. I could be wrong. Take a class in psychology. Learn the terminology. And if you can't, if you can't afford a regular counselor, maybe the college or the university, not the college, but the university where you are has a program. Ask them, just my opinion. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. If you want to subscribe to this channel, this YouTube channel, click the circle. It's probably going to pop up any second, if not already. Or you want to watch another video, click one of the rectangles. Usually I put a playlist also that has more than one video in it. You'll see a number count on it. And if you want to share with your own social media, feel free to do so if you can. And that's all for now. Talk to y'all later. Have a good one.